Hello everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is a what should I do next, and as always I have 3 wonderful piles which you can choose from. Timestamps to each of the piles will be available in the description box below. And lastly, if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, I will leave that information in the description box below. So without further ado, we will hop right into the reading, and I hope that you enjoy. Bye. Pile 1 is this crystal. Pile 2 is this crystal. And pile 3 is this crystal. So go ahead and choose whichever pile you feel the most connected to, and try to keep it to just one. Again, timestamps will be available in the description box below, and should you have some trouble deciding or just feel like you are in need of some grounding, I will do a short guided meditation with you now. So go ahead and settle into a comfortable position. Maybe you're laying down or your feet are crossed. And gently close your eyes and soften your gaze. And begin to take in 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, maybe holding for a count of 1 at the top, and then letting everything go out your mouth with an exhale. Again, breathing in through your nose, holding if it feels right, and then letting everything go with an exhale. One more time, breathing in, holding at the top, and letting everything go with an exhale. Good. Then I invite you to imagine a white light at your heart's energy center, or the place known as your heart chakra. And as you're envisioning this light, see if you can start to pick up on what color it is, what shape it is, maybe what texture it has. Does it feel soft? Does this light feel rocky? Does it feel smooth? And then if it feels comfortable for you, I invite you to place both your hands on your heart energy center, offering a mantra that resonates with you right now in this moment. And then gently releasing your hands back to the sides of you. And taking in 1 more deep breath in through your nose, holding at the top, and letting everything go with an exhale. Good. When you are ready, you can gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing some subtle movement there. Then you can gently open your eyes back to the world around you. Go ahead and choose whichever pile you feel the most connected to now. Again, timestamps will be available in the description box below, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. So if you chose pile 1, welcome back to another reading. I hope you guys have been well and taking good care of yourselves. So you guys chose this black tourmaline crystal, and we will hop right into it. This message is a what should I do next? I was kind of torn between that and what I need to do to improve my life, but maybe they will go hand in hand. So let's get started. Spirit, this message is for a pile 1. What should they do next, please? What should they do next? I feel like that question is just very, honestly, really, really broad. What should you do next? In career, what should you do next now? Let's see what comes for you though. You have the Star card, you have the King of Pentacles. One more, Spirit. Can we get messages with regards to what our pile 1 should do next, please? Okay. So, Colgado is the Hanged Man. So, this is interesting, pile 1. To start with this Star card, I was hearing dig deep to find the answer, but I think it's an interesting energy to have with this Hanged Man, because this energy is, I honestly feel like the complete opposite. Like you won't have to work hard for the answers. I'm already kind of feeling this energy where like the answers, I don't know why I keep using that word, but something that you're looking for is already present with you. It's already here with you. I just feel like it requires a little bit of soul searching. Yeah, this is an interesting energy already, pile 1. I'm really curious what's going on for you. So let's see, let's take this step by step. The Star card, this is all about internal healing, internal shifts going on. And I really feel just so strongly something inner that you guys are working on, something inner that you guys are trying to dig deep. It's kind of reminding me of this phrase, like finding the root of your problem, finding the root of your triggers. For some of you, it could be finding your purpose, finding, what really holds meaning for you. But then to have this King of Pentacles, it's almost like for a lot of you, this meaning or this thing that you're searching for has something to do with giving. This giving and receiving energy has something to do with, I feel like another person, this is a very specific message for some of you, but a very specific person having a greater position of power than you or than you would like them to have. And I feel like that has really triggered something internal for you. Again, that's a very specific message for some of you. If it doesn't resonate, then let that fly. But literally, I feel like that message was just channeled straight through me. But yeah, so far what we've got here is an internal message, something going on an internal level is providing you with the confirmation that you need, and you don't have to work so hard to find it, especially with this Hanged Man card. It's like it's truly all around you, even if it's chaos. For some of you, this hair is bugging me. For some of you, the chaos that's around you right now, the stillness that's around you right now, that's saying something about your present situation. Okay? So what should you be doing next so far? It's an interesting duality sort of relationship. It's like looking for the answer, but also recognizing that it's right in front of you. Spirit, can you tell us more about this Rey de Oros, more about this King of Pentacles, please? There's usually one card in the first 3 spreads that kind of like, I don't want to say it throws me off, but, well, yeah, it does throw me off. It's kind of like, why are you there? And that's what I'm feeling from this card. What is it about this giving energy? So we have the 4 of Pentacles. So for some of you, you could be dealing with an imbalance of control. Let's see. You've got quite a few here. Let's do this again. Spirit, more about this King of Pentacles, please. Can you clarify this? Why is this here? This is an interesting, I'm feeling for a lot of you, you guys could be going through some sort of shift. Those of you that are already aware, it's kind of like you have been doing this healing and you're getting from a point of controlling a lot of things in your environment, controlling a lot of external situations, to finally just letting it be for what it is. For some of you, that could be really painful. For others of you, that could be, a really hopeful message. Wow, this is interesting. And I just said painful for some of you and hopeful for others. So you have the King of Swords. So yeah, something with regards to, we're dealing with energy of control here. But something's shifting for you guys, pile 1. Something is shifting a lot. Again, we have this message of control. You also have this message of anything to do with swords is about this mental, I'll say confusion, this mental turmoil. But I really feel, you know, despite these cards that we have here that present, I mean, honestly, like challenges and a little bit of fearful energy, this anxious energy, in a way, it's also a little bit comforting, I'm feeling. I feel for a lot of you, probably what used to scare you about something, about a personal quality that you used to possess, what used to scare you about that is kind of bringing you more peace in a very strange way. I'm also hearing for some of you, anxious attachment has, I don't know, this anxious attachment has something to do with this. So let's keep going. Spirit, can you tell us anything about this Hanged Man? So this is the Ace of Pentacles. So moving forward with this energy of stillness that I'm mentioning, this energy of peace that I'm mentioning, I feel for a lot of you, this has to do with a person bringing you that peace, has to do with a person kind of shifting that awareness for you. Spirit, more about this Hanged Man card, please. I'm also hearing, you know, the opportunity will present itself. The opportunity has presented itself to you. I feel just generally for those of you that chose this group, you guys are having, again, some sort of revelation or awareness about something personal. For a lot of you, I feel, yeah, it's just, you guys are definitely going through some sort of awakening, which I think is huge. It's huge. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. That's an opportunity. You also have the Page of Wands. So yeah, definitely something or someone is going to cross paths with you, come your way, pile one. And I also feel like it's interesting. This vision that I'm getting is like you're on this straight path, but then something sort of just kind of hits you and makes you, you know, shift focus. And the reason that I'm saying that, because here we have this energy of this person doing that, but then this is your spiritual team telling you what's going to come out of that situation. It's like a deeper connection to some sort of hobby, a deeper found passion. Kind of what we're saying here, what I said in the beginning here, like this meaning to something. So, and I just kind of want to bring it together with this larger question of what you should be doing next. It really seems like soul searching is what you should be doing. And again, I know that that is very, very broad, but it just kind of feels like your spiritual team wants you to continue to discover things about yourself, continue to discover things about your environment, because they go hand in hand and it's honestly revealing a lot to you. Whether these are things in your environment that you want to change, things in your environment that want or that bring you joy, it's all revealing something about your identity that I think could be very valuable for this thing, this passion moving forward. Lastly, let's get into some oracle decks or oracle cards. I feel like I haven't used this deck in a very long time, or any oracle deck actually on this channel for a very long time. So Spirit, this message is for pile one. Any last messages about what they need to do next, please? Bold and make the first move. Conclusions are within reach. I love this energy. So this card, honestly, pile one, I'm feeling I just want to kind of leave this ambiguous and open to you guys. Because for some of you, this could be with regards to a person you need to be bold and make the first move. For others of you, this is about your healing process. But, you know, take this as it fits. And I'm curious, for those of you that feel called to, let me know in the comment section what you think this is about. Because I don't know, I'm curious what's going on, truly. You also have conclusions are within reach. So this is definitely confirmation about, this identity, what you're looking for. What you're looking for is coming to you. The answers are coming to you. And it's honestly all a product of your work. How you've come back from trauma. How you've come back from adversity. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here. As always, if the messages resonated, please let me know in the comment section. I love connecting with you guys there. Lastly, if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, I will leave my information in the description box below. Be well, take care, and I will see you in our next reading. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. So if you chose Pile 2, welcome or welcome back to another reading. I hope you guys have been well and taking good care of yourselves, and we will hop right into it. You guys chose this amethyst crystal, and this message is what should you do next? Again, a pretty broad topic, but all the more reason and opportunity for the right messages to come through here. So Spirit, this message is for our Pile 2, please. Can we get any information about what they should do next? What they should do next. Wow. So you guys have the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, thank you, Spirit. So I love this. Already, Pile 2, with this one card I'm hearing conflict, and with this other card I'm hearing resolution, conflict resolution. But let's get deeper into this. So far here, a lot of you guys could already find yourself in a position of conflict. For others of you, I feel like this is something that you are going to have to create. I mean, instantly, without any hesitancy, I feel that so strongly. And I think it's a pretty funny message. It's like you have to create the havoc, the chaos. I do see, with this Page of Swords, some hesitancy there. Some, I guess, just a lot of general rumination about what's to come out of the conflict, or what the conflict is about. Again, depending on where you find yourself on the spectrum of conflict, whether it hasn't manifested yet or you've been kind of thinking about it. Either way, there's an energy that needs to be resolved here. I feel, interestingly, a lot of you that chose this pile really resonate with this energy here. This is very air sign energy. It's like of knowing something mentally and intuitively, but on the surface you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to create that conflict. I don't know if I want to say that out loud, because I don't know, for some of you it could be, fear of what the other person would do, fear of what's going to happen after, all of those things. But I'm definitely feeling strongly conflict. You've got to create it. You've got to go for it. Very simply, very easily. And again, a lot of you guys you already know this. You already know this. With this Empress card now, I like this energy here. Whenever I see this card, this to me signifies something to do with self-worth. So for a lot of you, whatever, I guess I'll say, resolution comes from this conflict is kind of adding a point to your self-worth, adding a point to yourself, adding a point to, it's almost like each time that you do something difficult, you get a point. I don't know why I'm making that specific reference, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting this message so far. And I think really here your spiritual team is already telling you, like, in a way, this conflict and this, pushing for this conflict is proving something to yourself, improving, and I feel like this is a positive thing for a lot of you. With this Page of Wands now, I feel like a lot of you, this could be where this hesitancy is coming from, but a lot of you kind of don't give into conflict because, not that you don't see the point, but it's kind of like you don't care. Like you care, but you don't care, is that energy that I'm feeling with this Page of Wands. Let's keep going though, because I feel like that's kind of like an outlier, additional message. Where is this coming from? So let's clarify this. Spirit, can we get more about this Page of Wands, please? It's almost like this feeling of you don't care about the people involved in the situational conflict, but, or I'll say, and the conflict itself has more meaning. If I can rephrase that, it's like the situation that you're in holds more meaning, deeper meaning to you than the people involved. And I feel like that's, I don't know, something about this situation that you're in is a big lesson for you guys. A big sort of generational curse, I'm hearing for some of you, that you're breaking. So, Page of Wands, yeah, strength, yeah, 100%. The High Priestess, So, for a lot of you guys, I feel like you could find yourself in this sort of situation over and over again. And it's interesting, I said generational trauma. It's almost like this cycle where these opportunities present themselves for you to handle conflict, for you to kind of get your hands dirty. And a lot of the times you refrain from that. And in addition to refrain from doing that, you also, this card here, Five of Cups, hello, a lot of the times you sit in that despair. It's almost like you're unsatisfied whether you make the conflict and whether you sit out of the conflict. Either way, there's still there's like uncomfortable energy there, no matter where what decision, or not what decision, but no matter where you fall. You also have the King of Cups. So this is an interesting energy. I feel like you guys right now are balancing logic with your emotions for some of you, I'm hearing. But also, I mean, just generally for those of you that are kind of like already in this situation, or like, I don't know what to do, I'm kind of afraid of the conflict. I really just, I'm hearing very strongly, pal, to just go for it. And I honestly love the message because typically, obviously you don't, I mean, a lot of people just avoid conflict just because it could be a very uncomfortable thing. But I feel, again, you guys are continuously in this pattern, and it's exhausting, and it's taking a lot of your energy emotionally. Again, that's what I feel for a lot of you, you're not even actively in the conflict, and it's still consuming your mind so much. And I think that a lot of you, kind of rationalize it with, well, this person doesn't really have any meaning. I don't know if it's really, if it really makes sense for me to do something. Go for it. Go for it. Be the disruptor is what I'm feeling. Spirit, any additional messages for our pile 2, please? What they should do next. So your guys' message is pretty clear. What you should do next is seek conflict in a way, with discretion. Seek conflict. You have, Five of Swords. So this is a card of, I kind of feel like a card of, I was going to say deceit, but it feels more like this is post energy. Like you create the conflict and you're looking back at like, oh shit, what did I just do? Oh shit, what did I, how are the other people feeling? But interestingly, I don't feel like that's stopping you in a way that it has in the past. I think that this is just a message from your spiritual team directly to you to show you that it's not going to be as bad as you think. it's not going to be as bad as you think. Because if you see this imagery with this person here, it's like, I feel like they're kind of smiling, like kind of snickering, like, you know, like these other people are just crying over these swords, crying over these things, and here you are with your own swords, with your own thing going on, and kind of like, well, that wasn't so bad. That's that energy that I feel. Spirit, any additional messages for a pile 2, please? Let's keep going here. You can do it, pile 2. You can do it. I feel, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of conflict. So balancing something, additional messages for a pile 2 piece here. Maybe balancing how to go about bringing up something that could be conflicting. For a lot of you, this could be deciding what sort of tactic for yourself, you know, the next time that this opportunity presents itself. King of Wands. For a lot of you, I feel like, yeah, this is a message about how to build your strategy of handling conflict. With this, I'm hearing confidence. You know, bringing up that something is bugging you with confidence in a way that makes people take you seriously, in a way that makes people listen, in a way that kind of catches people off guard. I really love this energy to you because I feel like for a lot of you, this is a part of yourself that you're creating, you know, learning how to deal with conflict, learning how to stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth. Hello, this is why this Empress card is here. It's to prove something to you. And you guys, it's interesting. You guys are more than capable. I feel also like you guys are definitely the kind of people that like conflict, like watching conflict, but when it's you, you're kind of like, maybe not. Perhaps not. So yeah, this is definitely just an additional message about your conflict strategy, I'll call it. Figure out something, what you should do next. Figure out a way that you can say something in a way, that was a lot of ways, but figure out a way to say what you need to say confidently, seriously. This is a card of like a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances, and a lot of different strategies that you can take. So I feel like for those of you that are kind of like, this conflict needs to happen with this specific situation, there are, I feel like, a lot of parties involved, a lot of people involved, but ultimately at the end of the day, you control. You literally, you control the outcome in a way. Regardless if there's like, 3 different people that are tied to this one situation, one thing that you say will kind of trigger a response for everyone else. And I say that like not to scare you or make you pull back, but it's just like you are going to be heard. Any way you flip it, the cards right now, the energy that I'm feeling is like you are going to be heard. So yeah, definitely figure out that routine, figure out what works for you. Figure out how to reinforce, setting conflict so that you don't pull back, so that you're not afraid, pile 2. So lastly, let's get into some oracle cards. Spirit, any last messages for our pile 2, please? Last messages. Thank you. Emotions are running high. So that's kind of what we were picking up on here, this despair. And just what you feel, whether you are actively in conflict or not even really involved in it. A fiery climax approaches. Okay. And hold your vision. Wow. So a lot of purples and reds. Red is root chakra, purple is crown chakra. So there are a lot of insights around you, pile 2, a lot of intuitive urges, a lot of opportunities. That's why this is here. A lot of opportunities that have presented itself for you to kind of create that conflict that you see in your head. Honestly, for what it's worth, pile 2, that conflict, that thing that you're fearing is true. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Like, I feel like it's honestly going to surprise you in a good way. Stand your ground. Stick up for yourself. Who cares what anyone else thinks about you or what you think or what you do? Literally, who cares? Who cares? And hold your vision. I like this. For a lot of you, this has to do with that outcome that you want. What do you want to come out of the situation? Even if you don't, like the people, or you feel like you don't care enough about the people that are involved, figure out what you want. How you want to present yourself. How you want to come off at the end of all of this. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here. You guys have beautiful energy. I love how fluid, how quickly, how easy your message came out here. So please let me know in the comment section what's been going on. Let me know how you handle this. If you feel hesitant, let me know. I just want to hear all of it. And also, lastly, if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, I will leave that information in the description box below. So be well, take care, good luck with this. Please do it. Please tear down the walls, pile 2. And I will see you in our next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. So if you chose pile 3, welcome or welcome back to another reading. I hope you guys have been well and taking good care of yourselves. You guys chose this clear quartz crystal. So we will hop right into it. Spirit, this message is for our pile 3 and what they should do next, please. Okay. So you have the Page of Cups, the Fool card. Let's get one more, please. Spirit, what should our pile 3 do next? Okay. So 7 of Pentacles. So far, pile 3, I feel like distracting yourself from something is a big theme here already. So with this Page of Cups, I was just hearing wait for that confirmation, wait for that thing that confirms to you that it's safe to make the right move, that you can trust this person, that you can trust this environment that you're in. And then also just with this Fool card, I like that this was the thing that followed this message, because this is about a very carefree energy. For some of you, it's this energy of like pretending, like this nonchalant kind of energy is what I'm feeling. Just not having any expectations or limitations on anything. It's just waiting. But then you also have the 7 of Pentacles card, which I definitely do want to explore more, because it's this card of kind of feeling dissatisfied. This card of feeling, even though you've planted so many seeds, even though, I guess consciously on the surface, you have a lot of things. You're rich, I'll say, like you're plentiful, like there are a lot of things going for you. You internally, as your sole individual, just kind of feel stuck, kind of feel like for some of you, this could be about a particular relationship with someone. I feel for a lot of you. Let's keep going here though. Spirit, what is this Page of Cups about, please? Page of Cups. Thank you. So 6 of Wands. And Strength. So I really like this. Here I was talking about waiting for confirmation. I feel like for a lot of you, waiting, like this way of handling things, is a very different way of doing things than you have done in the past. It's a very different version of you that you're carrying yourself right now than ever before. And I feel like your spiritual team is just generally applauding you and urging you to see that as a victory and how far you've come. Because again, for a lot of you, I kind of feel for some of you taking a pause to really examine the situation that you're in from all angles is new. It's different. It's you. It's a factor of you trusting yourself, you connecting to your intuition, you really figuring out who you are. And I really like that energy. Even though that may be, kind of frustrating, kind of disappointing, there's a lot of growth happening for you. A lot of growth happening for you. Spirit, can you tell us more about this Seven of Pentacles, please? So you have the King of Cups. Let's do this again. Spirit, more about the Seven of Pentacles, please. Yeah, I feel for some of you, this could be past energy. Just waiting for that confirmation could feel, honestly, like torture to yourself. It could feel like you're waiting a lifetime, like things just never happen for you. 4, 5, 6, 7, another 7. Wow. 7 of Wands. I feel like this is kind of seeping into a cycle that you kind of see yourself in, where you've started something, but then the general progress of things is just overall just very disappointing for you. It's like very difficult for you to sit in. You don't know what to do next. I feel for a lot of you though, a message that I'm hearing is that you don't actually sit in it. It's kind of like you're just kind of an observer to the situation, just kind of an observer of the progress or lack thereof, and you're not really living, is what your spiritual team is telling me. And that's a very interesting and special message though, because I feel like that's providing you with insight as to how to get out of the situation that you're in, or literally, what you should be doing next. Is, yes, of course, focusing on the outcome, but also focusing on yourself, like looking at how you, I keep wanting to call you guys creatures, how you as this, individual creature maneuver and navigate through these situations. Yeah, with this energy, the 7 of Wands, again, this is like this energy of doing, feeling, but interestingly enough, it doesn't feel like presence. It kind of feels like you're either so occupied in one thing or so occupied in another that there's really no still point, or really no room for imagination. So, wow. And I really think that this is just a beautiful message to have right in the center. It's like tapping back into that state of bliss, tapping back into that state of just being open to the way that your emotions flow, open to the way that situations pan out, even if it's uncomfortable. Spirit, can you provide us with more messages about this Fool card, please? What should our pile 3 do next? Wow, so you guys have a lot of cards of feeling stuck, a lot of cards of indecision, and just, I feel just generally being so paralyzed by your current circumstance that it's hard for you to even envision a way out. So with this Fool card, I kept hearing dream. Not so much dream of the outcome of the situation, but more dreaming, I feel like it's more centering on you. Dreaming about, or having this sort of vision about how you handle a situation, how you'll get out of a situation. If I can, kind of provide you with an example, it would be like, if you're someone when something terrible happens, just ruminate on the situation over and over again, imagine that the situation that you're in is the last time that you'll ever have to ruminate on something. You know, that's just like a very simple example, but just imagining a better way for you to handle a situation is really the energy that I'm feeling here. You have 2 cards. This is very interesting. This is about this carefree energy, but it's clarified by 2 cards with these people with something over their eyes, something over their heads. So I feel like this is a blockage. Your ability to really enjoy and live life is blocked here, right now. Blocked by, for a lot of you, blocked by your thoughts, blocked by your own fears. Your own fears of what if, your own fears of, your what if, and just generally seeing situations as black and white. This is all bad, this is all good, all of these things. So Spirit, can you provide us with any additional messages of what our pile 3 should do next, please? So the Fool, you have the Hanged Man. Okay, so with this card I'm hearing relax, which again for some of you could be so frustrating, but also a specific message, finding a way, finding some relaxation technique for your physical body is what I feel will really help calm your anxiety about a situation, your exhaustion about a situation. Okay, so definitely finding, if it's meditation for you, if it's hugging a tree, some sort of something to do with your body is really important here. Just to kind of get you to that point of homeostasis, to that point of being level-headed. And then I really like that this card came through for you. This is change and movement. So good news for you is, as you've always done in the past, you will get through it. But I feel like your spiritual team, for the sake of your spiritual team and for the sake of yourself, let this be the last time that you get through what you're going through in this way. Because I feel like you generally are just, your spirit is calling for a change in the way that you handle things. And it's coming for you. I do see that happening. Okay, so lastly, I want to get some oracle cards for you. Spirit, any last messages for our pile 3, please? What should they do next? Okay, a new romantic cycle begins. Spicy, I love that card. And expect a powerful change. Yeah, that's what I just said here, change, movement. A new romantic cycle, for those of you that aren't in a relationship, this has to do with union with the self. 100%. Showing love for yourself, showing gratitude for yourself in the situation. And for those of you that this is about a person, it's that change within yourself is going to be reflected in the environment. In other words, once you figure out how to get yourself out of this blockage, I feel like it'll be a lot easier for you to handle things within your relationships. A lot easier for you to handle, little kinks with ease. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here. As always, if the messages resonated, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comment section. I love connecting with you guys there. Lastly, if you're interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me or a distant Reiki healing session, I will leave that information in the description box below. Be well, take care, and I will see you in our next reading. Bye, Pile 3.